So you got all these people coming to the country, taking away scholarships, different activities for Americans, but they're going on these college campuses and they're protesting. We see linkages to Hamas. We see linkages to other foreign governments as well. Marco Rubio has made the commitment that he's going to revoke their visa. He said that he's already revoked 300 plus visas. Here's the Secretary of State.
It might be more than 300 at this point. We do it every day. Every time I find one of these lunatics, I take away their visa.
You're saying it could be more than 300
sure,
visas?
I hope. At some point, I hope we run out because we've gotten rid of all of them. But we're looking every day for these lunatics.
Right, and so everyone thinks Mahmoud Khalil. But when Mahmoud Khalil was tossed, the word came out to these Palestinian organizations linked to Hamas or not, that the Americans are not going to tolerate the campus unrest, the takeover of buildings. What we saw at almost every Ivy League institution outside Princeton, well, I didn't really see much there. Now, not only is the campus is going to, the college is going to lose money, but they're going to lose people. Now, yesterday, we found out that we had one person self-deport from Colombia after Khalil was tossed out. And she sat down in Canada with Al Jazeera to talk about what she thought, why she left.
Oh, what a great home for her. What did she say, Rachel?
She said the moment Mahmoud got arrested, it sent shockwaves across Colombia's community. He is a green card holder. That's when I realized I have no rights in this system at all. It was only a matter of time before they caught hold of me.
Exactly.
Rachel, this has inspired some disagreement between us. We normally agree on 90% of the issues, but you're worried about free speech.
I'm not. So first of all, I would never be a student in, say, Mexico City and go and protest their government. I'm just not interested. I think that's just rude, and you're not being a good guest, so I'm with that. I also don't believe in violence. You know, I'm a peacenik. Yeah. I don't think we should have violence, and I don't believe in terrorists. I don't want anyone here who has ties to Hamas. That said, I am concerned about free speech. I am a free speech absolutist. And so I wonder, what is the criteria here? Should we be deporting people who say criticize America and American policies? What's the line? Or is it only if you criticize Israeli government policy? So there are a lot of really good people right now who are very concerned about the chilling effect this could have, not just on these green card holders and these people on visas, but what's the message to American citizens about free speech?
I wouldn't worry about American citizens. I mean, this is not American citizens. These are people on student visas and green cards.
No, I'm just saying the chilling effect. If you're seeing people,
I don't care. I mean,
are they connected to Hamas or are they just criticizing Israeli policy?
The lawyer I talked to this week, who's representing 9 families, says there's direct linkages to Hamas that they posted. This group, October 6th, get ready for October 7th. So there's no doubt about it. There's organizations here. There's also, the hostages were saying that the Hamas hostage holders were bragging to them about their access to American students, the students in America, and that they were going to win the power of basically the publicity and marketing. They also tossed out somebody at Tufts University, caught this PhD student. They also got threw out yesterday at Harvard. They threw out Kasina Petrova, who's a Russian research associate, also with anti-American activities. You're over here, you're protesting this country and our allies. Goodbye.
I would just say this, Rachel. I see your point. I see how it could be chilling. But I want chills to run down the spines of not only terrorists, but people that are residents here. You're a visitor here. You don't have the right. Be on your best behavior here. And what we're dealing with is people that don't love the country, people that have radical ties, and I think they're trying to use our laws against us at the time. So I think what the Secretary of State is saying, look, I want to find visa violations. Many of these people have ties to foreign governments. They're trying to have dissent. They're trying to get us to be at each other's necks at each other's necks as well. And so you have to send a message to the people that are visitors. Don't come in my house and spray paint on my wall.
Take over Hamilton Hall.
Look, we have to deal with
I agree with that.
We have the American citizens that are degenerates. We have to deal with them. That is a part of our society. We don't have to deal with the visitors that are here. And I think that's what the Secretary of State is doing.
When I was a child in a military brat growing up, I lived overseas almost exclusively. And when we went to attended Department of Defense schools, and we had to take a class called host nation class, where we learned about the host nation and we learned how to be a guest, a proper guest in people's country. That is my primary concern with this. And the other concern I have is the thing you touched on, but which needs more attention to, which is the fact that our universities are prioritizing foreign students because they pay full rate tuition. And a lot of these slots belong to American kids. How many valedictorians aren't getting into these elite schools?
All of them.
Because
if they're white.
If they're white males. This is something, America is for Americans.
That's right.
And we need to prioritize that. So I think there's a lot to be said. But let's also be careful, because we don't want to leave the impression on the world that we are not for free speech.
But I do want the impression of the world of being going to come over here and create havoc.